Shout out to our city girl, DA. I actually got this wrong. Give me a second. I got this wrong. I said Georgia DA. I should have said Fulton County. She in Georgia, so this works also. But let me bring y'all up to speed of what's happening with Fannie Willis, all right? Fannie Willis is the prosecuting attorney, or her office is the prosecution office behind several high profile cases, including Young Thug, to name one of them. Another, Trump, right? 91 charges against Trump. Another, Trump's co-defendant. Now, Trump's co-defendant said, I'm not laying down. I'm not laying. I just want to bring you guys up to speed before I play the video. Trump's co-defendant said, I'm not laying down. I'm not about to sit here and play no games with y'all. I think that this lady is crooked. I think that this lady is crooked. Something ain't right. Something don't smell right. What is her alley? What is she doing? I have the right to be able to defend myself. And Trump is now thinking about, his team is now being described as thinking about participating in this to try to understand what's going on also. Now, in this picture, before we play the video, in this picture, ladies and gentlemen, is Fannie Willis. All right. Some of you may say this is not my cup of tea. Some of you say it is my cup of tea. I'll bust it down. I see it through, Anton. I don't blame you either way. All of us got preferences. We can't determine what's happening between our lives or with our lives based off of what somebody else's decision is. But I know that this black man right there very much looked like the son of the father on This Christmas with Chris Brown and all of them. This black man right here, you know, he was chasing Nicolas Cage and going to 60 Seconds as the cop's son. He looks just like the son of the father on This Christmas and the son of the man that was on Gone in 60 Seconds, the cop. He looks just, and I think that guy is I like that guy as an actor, but he looks like the son of that guy. I'm telling you. He do look like Jerry Rice too. That is absolutely fact, Hugo. That's a good call. That's a good call. But this man right here, Dapper Dan, and his bald head, got the beard, so he looks trustworthy because he got a mustache and a beard, and he got a good job too. Six-figure man, high-value man. And Fannie is being accused. Now, we can't substantiate this, and I would never want to report false information, but she's being accused, according to all major outlets, of having an improper relationship with this man, and he was married. Now, this man is going through a divorce, and this is the only reason why we finding this out now, because somebody figured something out. The wifey apparently said, you know what, I want a divorce for whatever reason. And now, as they go through evidence and they start to go through the process of finding out what he was doing all through this time. They took lavish trips as being reported. They saying that they was doing it on taxpayers' dime, that he was actually being put in position to prosecute certain cases and things that he shouldn't have been based off of this improper relationship and people getting promoted and going to certain places and going to higher heights and deeper depths. And she was busting it down for a real one. Let me ask you a question before we get into this. Before we get into Fannie's response, would you risk it all? Would you listen? It's a lot of us that risk a lot of things. We take a lot of chances. We take penitentiary chances. We take chances as far as making sure that we go over to a different company from the company that we've been comfortable with for the last 10 years in order to make more money. We take chances when we have sex without rubbers in order to try to make sure that we get our off. And I just want to know, are you willing to risk it all? Because I'm not even sure that I can. This man got a raise and a promotion. At least he got something out of it. Hold on. Y'all acting like it's all just based off of whether or not you prefer her weight or not. That's not what we talking about. Let me get some lipstick right here. Some lipstick. Some chapstick right here. Y'all acting like lipstick. Y'all acting like this man didn't win. Now, I know he took a calculated risk. This is an investment that he made. He didn't make it. According to news outlets of this alleged affair, he did not do this only because he seen her as, a modern woman that he'd love to just make love to. He did this because it was also an opportunity for him to get a raise and promotion and a good career jump. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do in order to get what you need. That's what they saying out here in these streets. So what? Women can sleep their way to the top, but you telling me that men can't? I would, if my wife come to me and say, hey, I want a divorce, if this is the reason that they getting divorced. If my wife come to me and say, hey, I want a divorce because you cheated, I'm going to say, no, I didn't. I did this for the family. Can I get a round of applause for that? No. Victim Olympics. You wrong. Victim Olympics says his wife was fit with her own long natural hair and she got mistreated. No. I'm gonna be his lawyer. That's not why he did it. He did it for making sure that he could level up the whole family. Y'all don't realize that dudes do that for free every day. They just cheat just for cheat. He wasn't cheating. He was making an investment in his family's future. He did that for them. He didn't do that for him. He didn't get nothing out of that. But you think he got something out of that? He did that for his family. You know that their kids will probably never, ever have to see a student loan in their life now? Oh, you don't like this house that we living in? You don't like these accommodations? You didn't like that new truck that you got? Where you think that money came from? Huh? I got a boss that I got to take care of. I got something that I got to do. I got things. I don't like talking about it, but since you just wanted to bring it up, then this is what we going to have to talk about. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm telling you that I did this for us. I wasn't thinking about me. I was thinking about you. I wasn't thinking about me. I was thinking about you. You so selfish. You never want to make a sacrifice for the family, and now I got to make the sacrifice for the family, and now you want to sit here and complain about it. What you gonna do? You just gonna leave like that? You gonna leave me? You gonna leave me after I did what I did for us? I had to make a strategic decision, and I knew you wouldn't agree with it, but it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. But you thought that I had fun? You thought that I was enjoying myself? I would prefer to be here with you. I didn't want to do that. You're so selfish. You selfish bee. You selfish bee. All you think about is you. You never think about the family. So you just gonna leave us? Don't worry about it. But she just give me a second, y'all. I'm about to play her response. She says she's fighting back. Let's get to it, y'all.
This morning, Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis.
The hard-headed, flawed, imperfect servant before you.
At a Sunday church service in Atlanta.
Hey, hold on. We're going to replay this. We're going to get there. I haven't heard this explanation yet. This is what my first question is. How come when y'all get in trouble? How come when y'all get caught? Because her allegations is not just based off of an improper relationship. It's how it affects the trials that she's trying to prosecute and who she put in a position. How come the first thing that y'all do when y'all get into trouble is y'all ask the pastor to give you the pulpit in order to preach a message? What the heck is up with that? Why do y'all always go over to the church to support you? Why is that the first thing that you do, disrespecting Martin Luther King on his birthday, and go over to the church so you can preach a message? And when did they start letting prosecutors preach messages inside of the pulpit? And then you're going to lead with your flawed, humble, and flawed servant. Hold on, let me back that up. I want you ladies to hear this. I want y'all to hold her accountable.
This morning, Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis.
The hard-headed, flawed, imperfect servant before you.
At a
I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect. I'm a flawed, but I'm a humble servant of the Lord.
A Sunday church service in Atlanta, speaking publicly for the first time since a court filing accused her of being romantically linked to a lawyer she hired to lead the election interference case against former President Trump and 18 others. She pushed back on the criticism over her appointment of Nathan Wade, one of 3 special counsels on the case.
I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do, paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one.
Willis did not mention Wade by name nor deny an alleged affair, but claimed race is behind the scrutiny of Wade's appointment and that $650,000 in legal fees Wade has been paid so far is legitimate.
Hold on. You're not going to gaslight me, ma'am. That's the thing that you're not going to gaslight. You're not going to sit here and act like. Because when they came at me this weekend and they said, oh my God, I had some of the biggest content creators and people in the world. And this just shows the love that y'all got for me, right? I had people calling me this weekend and they say, oh my God, Anton, there's rumors that you're getting divorced. Oh, okay. I'm not getting divorced. Like, I don't need no pulpit. I'm not going to give you no cryptic messages. I'm just going to tell you exactly what the truth is. Oh, no, those is all lies. They're just making it up for content. But I'm with it. Like, let's go ahead and let's get to it because it actually brings more visibility to my brand, and I needed a good scandal. This is not quite the one that I wanted because I wanted something a little bit more salacious, but I want the scandal. But unfortunately, I'm not getting the divorce. Like, I'm just going to tell you, hey, did you cheat? Nope, I didn't cheat. Sorry. I don't even know who that hoe is. That hoe is lying, and I'm going to sue the pants off of that hoe. I don't care if it take me $100,000, $250,000. I'm coming to get it because you're not going to ruin my reputation. You just be straight up with it. Like, you don't have to pick and choose, do all of this stuff. Add the context afterwards. Don't come to me talking about your flawed and humble servant. I paid him all the same amount. But how did he get to the position of being promoted in the first place? And was it a little bit of fair exchange? Did you have an affair or did you not have an affair? That is the question that we want to know. Did you have an affair or did you not have an affair? We're not going to go over here and gaslight. Did he bust it down for a real one or no? And if he did, I don't blame him because he did it for his family.
Despite critics who say both have allegedly benefited from the cash by taking lavish vacations together. In a statement, an attorney who represents Trump co-defendant Michael Roman denied race playing a role, writing, if anybody doubts our claim that Nathan Wade is inexperienced, ask him how many RICO cases he has handled. Ask him how many felonies he has tried.
Zerol, you saw the Fannie Willis. You saw that deal?
At a campaign appearance Sunday in Iowa, Trump suggested Willis's alleged relationship as a conflict of interest, disqualifying the case. But Willis...
And it absolutely is. It absolutely is. You know, I think Kojak in the chat, shout out to my dog Kojak in the chat, he can actually speak to this a little bit more, is somebody that we graduated high school with. I wasn't cool with him. I don't know him in real life like that, but I am familiar with the fact that people was saying that he graduated in the same year as we graduated from the same school that we graduated from, right? And they were saying that as he was arrested for whatever it is that he was doing, that a person possibly that was prosecuting him or a judge that was on the case was also somebody that graduated from us or somebody that was involved with the case whatsoever. And they were expected to, and I believe that they did, recuse themselves from the case because they didn't want to be biased based off of whatever it was that was going to be presented from the prosecution or from the defendant's attorneys in the case itself. They didn't want any kind of issues, and they wanted to make sure that they was above board for the entirety of that situation. And so if you're going to sit here and tell me that it doesn't play a role and that this alleged improper relationship that you refuse to address doesn't play a role in it, that's an issue. That's a huge issue.
Claims Trump and others have attacked her for being a black woman in power.
First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now. But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one?
Why is it when any black person's integrity is questioned? I'm just curious. I'm curious. How come when a black person's integrity is questioned, it always goes back to race? What does you have being a black woman? Because nobody questions your blackness When you was prosecuting the cases for Young Thug, or when you became whatever it was, the Fulton County DA or whatever, not one person, I have not heard one person, not one, mention race even a little bit with regard to this. We're asking you, did you have, and it's okay because it's not illegal, I'm guessing, over there in Fulton County for you to have an improper relationship, but it can influence whether or not you picked the right person, or if you actually had a conversation with somebody that's not qualified for the job. That's what they starting to question. That's what they're starting to question. It has nothing to do with you being black. It has everything to do with, did you have an affair with a man that you wasn't supposed to be with, that you then promoted into a position that wasn't possibly qualified for the job that they doing? What does that have to do with anything? Why do we always play the race card? Do y'all know what happens when you play the race card? When you play the race card, what happens is it basically diminishes when somebody actually experiences racism. It's like the boy that cried wolf. When you play the race card, what happens is when somebody else is actually going through an issue related to being discriminated against in real life, in a real situation, it carries less weight because you already used that card when it wasn't relevant. So people are already then ignoring it or turning a blind eye or getting extra about it and saying, oh man, you know what? I bet you this is just another person that's gaslighting, because that's why we don't take it serious anymore, because everybody plays the race card when they actually should be having a conversation of whether or not they operated with integrity. Now her credibility is out the window for me, because she was better off just shutting up and being quiet and not saying anything. I don't understand why these city girl, high powered women or men, because it's not just women, but men do it too. Why do they play the race card? Why is that the first thing that Tiffany Henyard did it? She did it. They play the race card when the question is, did this man get a promotion from busting down a real one? And if it did, I feel you. You gave him preference because he was laying it on you. But let's not act like this is not influencing whether or not somebody's life is on the line and whether or not they are being prosecuted against the way that they're supposed to be prosecuted, and that he should have never possibly been in this position in the first place. Let me play this race card play again.
Have attacked her for being a black woman in power.
First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now. But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one?
Legal filings from both sides will now have to be considered by the judge trying the Trump election interference case in Georgia, and whether Willis's alleged relationship with her special counsel appointee compromises the case.
And that's all we want to know. The only thing, listen, it's a simple question and a simple answer. If you choose not to answer the question, that's fine too. We want to know why a divorce filing was sealed and that you can't even get to it, right? All we want to know is, did you bust it down for a real one? And is that influencing what you're doing inside of office, public office? That's all we want to know. We don't want to know nothing else. All of this extra race baiting, you can keep that.